Hello, everyone! Welcome back to Once Upon a Pod. I am your host, Athena Grayan Casinillo. For our first and special episode, we are going a bit different as we are joined by the author herself and a special audiobook from her newest flash fiction. Everyone, let's welcome Mary Julian Cabihe.
Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here.
The honor is ours. Thank you for lending us your time.
Of course, can't say no to an invite from one of my favorite podcasts.
I really appreciate it. So, Julian, may you introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi, everyone. I'm Mary Julian Gabian. I'm a proud Filipino writer.
Can you tell us more about your story?
Yes, so my newest story is actually titled Of Waves and Goodbyes. It's a flash fiction that follows a group of friends on the edge of graduation as they face the quiet fear of growing up and possibly growing apart. At the heart of it is Rayla, a senior who feels like she's being left behind while everyone else seems certain about their future. Through a series of moments like a camper at night, a morning by the beach, and their graduation day, the story explores how fear doesn't just belong to one person. It exists in all of us, even in the ones who seem the strongest. It's really about friendship, uncertainty, and learning that sometimes growing up doesn't mean losing people. It means learning how to carry them with you.
Wow, so that's why you meant this story is closer to your heart than all your other stories.
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to everyone hearing it on your podcast.
Well, then without further ado, here is Of Waves and Goodbyes by Mary Julian Cabihe. Narrated by Rada de los Reyes as Rayla, Ashley Diaz as Skylar, Sharon Alob as Dixie, Nina Alota as Juna, Abelardo Ordanza as Maverick, John Ritz Ranoko as Tim. Here is Of Waves and Goodbyes.
Well, I'm right here, feeling like I'm going to get left behind. The moment the words left my mouth, I wish I could take them back. Not because they weren't true, but because saying them out loud made everything feel heavier, more real. Like the fear I'd been carrying quietly inside me had finally stepped into the open, where everyone could see it. The ocean behind us roared softly, waves folding into the shore over and over again. The sound usually comforted me, but tonight it felt louder. My hands trembled slightly in my lap. I rubbed my thumb against my palm, trying to ground myself, trying not to cry harder than I already had. I stared into the fire, watching the flames flicker and bend with the wind. My vision blurred again, and I blinked quickly. What if I just ruined the mood? What if they didn't understand what I meant? What if they thought I was being dramatic? A tear slipped down my cheek before I could stop it. Then I felt something warm pressed gently against my shoulder. Skylar. She didn't speak right away. She just leaned into me, steady and familiar, like she always did, whenever things felt too heavy to carry alone.
Ryla,
She said softly. Her voice sounded different this time, quieter, gentler, stripped of her usual dramatic tone.
you really think we'd leave you behind like that?
I let out a shaky breath, my chest rising and falling unevenly. I don't know, I whispered honestly. It just feels like everyone already knows what they're doing. Everyone has plans. Everyone knows what they want. I swallowed hard. And I feel like I'm the only one still stuck. Still trying to figure out where I belong. The words felt raw leaving my mouth. Because the truth was, I didn't just fear losing them. I feared going back to silence, back to empty rooms, back to eating dinner alone while the television filled the background noise because no one else was there to talk to. Back to being invisible in my own house. Tim cleared his throat loudly, breaking the heaviness.
Okay, wait.
He said dramatically, raising his marshmallow stick like a microphone.
Emergency announcement.
Despite everything, a small laugh slipped through my tears.
Breaking news.
He continued, pointing toward me.
Ryla thinks we're abandoning her after graduation. That's illegal friendship behavior.
Shut up, Tim.
Dixie muttered, though a faint smile pulled at her lips. She turned toward me, her expression softening.
Ryla,
She said carefully.
moving forward doesn't mean leaving people behind.
Juna nodded beside her, hugging her knees.
We didn't become friends just because we were classmates.
She added quietly.
We stayed friends because we wanted to.
Skylar squeezed my hand tighter.
You're stuck with us.
She said firmly.
Forever.
A weak laugh escaped me. Forever sounds scary too, I murmured. Then Maverick spoke.
You're not the only one scared.
I lifted my head slowly. What do you mean? He stared into the fire before answering, his voice low but steady.
I joined the band this year.
He said.
Everyone thought it was cool, like I had everything figured out.
He paused.
But I was terrified.
That surprised me. Maverick was always calm, always steady, the type of person who never seemed shaken by anything. You? I asked quietly. He nodded once.
I kept thinking, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if I disappoint everyone?
His words lingered in the air. And suddenly, something shifted inside me. Because I realized I wasn't the only one scared of the future. Many of us were. Tim raised his hand dramatically.
I'm scared my brother won't let me borrow the Fortuner ever again after this.
We burst into laughter. Maverick joked and pretended to be Tim's brother, copying his voice and demeanor. I was laughing so hard, the kind that made your shoulders shake and your chest feel lighter afterward. Dixie sighed. Skylar gasped.
Miss Debate Champion is scared?
Dixie muttered. Juna hugged her knees tighter.
I'm scared of moving cities.
She sighed softly.
I don't know anyone there except my sister.
Skylar sighed dramatically.
I'm scared of confessing to another boy ever again.
Tim groaned loudly.
Please stop reminding me.
We laughed again, louder this time. And for the first time in weeks, the tightness in my chest loosened. It wasn't exactly gone, but it felt a bit lighter now. Like I wasn't carrying everything alone anymore. That night, we stayed by the fire until the stars filled the sky. The ocean stretched endlessly in front of us, glowing faintly under the moonlight. The breeze was cool, and the sound of waves crashing the shore was calming. Skylar leaned her head against my shoulder.
You okay now?
She whispered. I took a slow breath. Better, I admitted. Being here with them and being truly honest with everything, I no longer felt small. In fact, I felt braver. It gave that push to look forward to what would happen next. The next morning smelled like salt and sunlight. I woke up to the sound of waves, rolling gently against the shore. For a moment, I forgot about graduation, forgot about all the things that's been worrying me. All that existed was the soft warmth of sunlight filtering through the curtains. This moment and how I'll miss it when it's over. And my friends were with me. Skylar snored softly beside me. I laughed quietly. We spent the morning swimming again. We rented kayaks and snorkels. I played in the water and laughed so hard, I swear I tasted the sea. I grabbed my camera and started taking photos fast. Spontaneous shots before the moment disappeared. Skylar jumping midair. Tim pretends to drown dramatically. Dixie adjusting her hair while pretending not to notice me pointing the camera at her. Juna collected seashells carefully, examining each one like it was treasure. Maverick standing quietly near the shoreline, staring at the horizon. He noticed me aiming the camera at him.
You planning to become a photographer now?
He asked. Maybe, I said. Or filmmaker, or musician.
You really want that?
I hesitated. The wind brushed against my face, carrying the smell of the ocean, and with it admitting my dreams. Yeah, I admitted quietly. I just don't know how to tell my parents.
Why not?
I'm scared they'll say it's impractical. He nodded slowly.
Sometimes
He said.
you don't know what people will say until you give them the chance.
I looked out at the ocean again. Maybe fear wasn't proof that something was impossible. Maybe it was proof that something mattered. I realized that fear was the only thing holding me back to a conversation I can't avoid any longer. Graduation day arrived faster than I wanted. Standing backstage, my heart pounded so loudly it felt like everyone around me could hear it. The auditorium buzzed with voices. Parents chatting, teachers organizing lines, cameras clicking endlessly. Skylar grabbed my hand.
You're shaking.
She whispered. I know, I murmured. Dixie clutched her speech papers tightly. Juno adjusted my tassel gently. Ready?
You look ready.
Ready? That word echoed in my mind. Was I ready? No, not completely. But maybe no one ever truly was. When my name was called, my legs felt heavy. But I walked forward anyway, bravely, step by step. The bright lights blurred my vision for a moment. Then I saw them, my parents, sitting beside each other and clapping for me. Something warm spread across my chest, like quiet reassurance. I accepted my diploma with trembling hands, and in that moment, I realized something. Graduation didn't feel like an ending. It felt like standing at the edge of something unknown. Yes, it's terrifying, but also full of possibilities, of things I have yet to find out for myself. Later that evening, we stood outside the venue, still wearing our togas. Skylar raised her arms dramatically.
We survived!
Tim added, dramatically. Dixie sighed in relief. Juno hugged all of us tightly. Maverick looked at me.
You okay?
I looked at my friends. Really looked at them. Memorizing their faces, their laughter, their voices. Because I knew things would change. Quietly. Like tides, shifting over time. But I know this time, those waves are gentle. Coming back to the shore to greet me. Yeah, I said softly. I think I am. Because maybe growing up wasn't about leaving people behind. Maybe it was about carrying them with you. In memories, in laughter, and promises whispered around campfires. And even though the future still scared me, it didn't feel as lonely anymore. And somehow, that made saying goodbye feel a little less frightening.
Wow, that goodbye feeling really resonates. Julian, let's talk shop. So, actually today we have a fan who is here to ask questions about the story. Her name is Clarice Gutierrez and she's very curious about the symbolism and themes in the story.
Well, I'll be very glad to answer all her questions.
A mini Q&A. Let's go!
Hello, I'm a big fan of your work, Julian. I have a question though. What are the symbolisms in the story? So, first symbolism is the ocean. Notice how in the beginning it's roaring and overwhelming. It actually reflects Ryla's anxiety. But in the morning, it's salt and sunlight, representing a fresh start for her. The water is the same, but her perspective has changed. Lastly, the theme and transition. So the theme and transition, I captured the liminal space. It's that transition between childhood and adulthood. It's a beautifully executed coming-of-age arc. I really believe that if we talk about our fears, they lose their power over us. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to your next work. I'll be sure to send you a signed copy. Thank you for actually being here.
And that's a wrap for our mini Q&A. A perfect note to end on. Julian, thank you again.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
To our listeners, whether you're at a campfire or graduation, remember, you aren't walking through the doorway alone. This has been Once Upon a Pod. We'll catch you in the next story.